Hi there, Dave Rollins here. Now I've got myself a new fencing jacket and I'm going to show it to you today. However, before I do so, I wanted to go into a couple of reasons why I chose this particular jacket, what I was after from it. The first thing is I wanted a jacket which was more suited towards a more gentle play with people I trust, who are willing to go through lots and lots of exchanges rather than just clacking at each other and doing a 1, 2, 3, 4 set move. By this I mean that particularly when you get to very, very fast competition, you're generally relying on a guess of what the opponent's going to do, doing a 1, 2, 3 things based on that assumption. So it might be a cut and a wind because we think they're going to come in and they're going to cut against this and they'll cut against the angle. Our sensitivity in that circumstance is greatly reduced. That is generally the way the plays go in that format. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't perform incredibly well in high-paced competition. It means that you limit your repertoire to quite a large extent. The people who train the stuff slowly and calmly, more regularly, are more likely to have a greater repertoire than those that don't, which means the people that spar slowly at some point are going to have more benefit. So that's my entire point on the matter. You can disagree with it if you like. Don't much care. It's pretty much the truth though. If you want to have a good repertoire, slow down your play. Doesn't mean that it won't then turn out in fast play. It's more likely to. So that being the case, I ordered myself a nice light jacket. And this is by a guy called Nico Fuduli, and I apologise for murdering your name if I have done so. He's been making jackets for people in Madrid. I think he made them for Alberto Prezi. And it is a lighter jacket. Now, as far as I'm aware, it's not Newton rated, and you need to bear this in mind if you're wanting something for competition. If you're wanting something for competition, go for 800 Newton. As simple as that. Don't worry about this kind of thing. For me, however, for the circumstance where I wanted it, as I say, something light, something where we're looking at a lot of rolling plays, doing as many exchanges of technique as possible rather than hard play, this I felt was a very, very good option. So, here we have the jacket in question. Okay, it's very damp because I've been sparring like a bastard for the last few days, which I'm totally going to take a break off this evening. So it has very, very limited padding here in the shoulders and in the elbows. It is a thin jacket. What I will point out is that the people who are using this, mainly usually you'll see this with a leather overlay. I chose not to do that because I want to feel the thrust. I would suggest, however, that you wear this with a plastron. And the reason I would suggest that predominantly is although it's got an overlap here, it is very, very thin in the armpit, and you certainly, if anything hits you here, you really feel it. Now, again, if you're with people that you trust, this is fine, as long as you can trust each other to control it. Now, a few things. First of all, it has a lovely mesh lining. This is very, very good quality. The outside and the finish of this is incredibly well. All of the jackets are tailored individually. You send off the sizes, they're made the way that you want them, they're not off the peg. So, next thing, good overlap. Nice Velcro to keep this in place down here. Nice Velcro to keep this in place here. Now, even with my Gaiadoni jacket, some people have said that their diamond jackets are actually too tight because of the Velcro here. And I found the opposite. I found the Velcro actually deteriorated quite quickly, and as a result, it's been coming loose. That is what it is. It's still one of my favourite jackets. But this, good anchored Velcro, really sewn in place. If you can see here, this Velcro is not going anywhere, okay? Point I would make is most collars in HEMA, I think, are a little bit thinner than they could be. They could do with some kind of hard padding in here or hard plating. And I don't think that would be a difficult way to actually replace the need for a gorget in many ways, as if you had something that came down onto here that's stiff here. And we will go back over the need for padding and protection in between the jacket and the mask. However, one of the features I really, really love about this is it has buttons. Buttons. Everybody loves buttons. These buttons are real. They're not poppers. They're not pretend buttons. You haven't got a zip underneath this. You've got an excellent overlap, and you have buttons. And do you know what? It feels good. It feels nice. It feels like someone's tailored something for you. So I have used this for an awful lot of sparring. And as I say, you will feel impact through it. And it's exactly why I did it. I was working with the idea, as Viedma says, that a lot of masters will actually get their will put on heavily padded jackets and get their students to thrust at them, and therefore they think they're really good because they're doing vigorous thrusting. And I wanted something to take away that element of the play. I wanted something where we could explore the more technical side of it and go through it over and over and over and over. Now, again, I was talking about the leather overlays that they quite often use with these. I haven't used this, again, because I want the impact. Also, these leather overlays I don't think really take away from the thrust potential to the armpit. So again, do wear a plastron. However, as you can see, the tailoring is lovely. I would really, really recommend this, not as a competition jacket, but as a jacket to wear with people you trust. So Nico Fuduli, please have a look for him. His work is marvellous. If you're on Facebook, obviously, I'll give you a link to him. He's on my friends. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this review. It's very, very quick. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Of course, what might be helpful to tell you as well is that this jacket is coming in about 180 euros plus postage, which for a custom-made tailor jacket, I think is absolutely bloody phenomenal. Not just because of the buttons. Now, just before we go, I will point out this incredibly sexy t-shirt that I seem to be wearing here, which is indeed the new London Longsword Academy logo t-shirt. I hope you like it. It will be turning up on our shop soon. I'll see you soon. Take care.